is it?
Sir, we have all these codes. When is our next big heist?
Why would I want to do that?
We need money, sir. The minions, they're hungry. We need food.
Food, you say?
Solve world hunger. Tell no one.
And how will we solve that?
Well, first we need to establish the food requirements of a minion. I mean a human. Now, the average human requires about 600 kilograms of food a year, or 0.6 of a ton. Now that's quite a lot of food. And of course, they're an awful lot of people. So with an estimated 8 billion people, each requiring 0.6 of a ton, we're going to require 4.8 billion tons of food.
Wow, that's a lot.
I wonder how much food the world produces. What?
How is that a problem?
Well, everything is done. Clearly this problem, it's already been solved.
We need to organize the distribution of the food.
Very well. Use the satellite network to map the agricultural production of each country. Make sure you include many of the crops, including roots and tubers, and have that data set ready when I am back. Percival! This is not what I meant by roots and tubers on the dataset. I will do it myself.
Useless minion. So we took reliable data from the Food and Agricultural Organization of the United Nations to get the production in 2020 of cereals, vegetables, fruit, roots and tubers, and meat. And then we combined this to create some JSON files that would have the data set of that total production alongside the population of each country in the world. We could then combine this with a map of capital cities that we'd prepared for a previous project and create a map of food production across the world. And here you can see that the larger the circle, the more food is produced in that country. And the scale of colour from red through to blue indicates the quantity of food produced in that country. So we clearly have the United States, India and China producing far more than everyone else. And then we have Russia, Nigeria, Brazil producing a huge amount of food as well. However, this data is not so useful when we want to look at distribution. We need to first take away the amount of food that is consumed in each country and see what is surplus. If it's white, it's less than 1 million tons of food deficit. But if it's red, it requires more than 1 million tons of imported food. The United States and China are the two largest surpluses in the world. So the first thing that we can do is take the largest surplus and distribute it among those that require. So we can see that China is distributing across most of the world, and in fact, we haven't needed to move to another country to solve this problem. So there is enough food generated purely by China's surplus. However, it's very important to realize that we are not considering the nutrition of this mass of food present. We can improve this distribution network by now going to look through other surplus countries and effectively pushing food back to China if we can get a closer country to provide that aid. This little optimization will keep running for a while, but it has pretty much reached a very good solution here, where you can see things are mostly localized. You don't have distribution lines reaching all the way across the map. Bear in mind, we have not even considered all the food being produced by the world. We have not taken into account any oils, any nuts, local produce that isn't even registered, any seafood. So I think we can consider this done.
I need your help, but first...
Editing Erudite here. My apologies for the background. I got some new lights to make my videos a bit better, and it turns out they really show up how dreadful the wall looks behind me.
Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this fun take on what is quite a serious issue. And if you want to find out what's being done to help provide food to those in need, please look at the work done by the World Food Programme, as they do a huge amount to help. I'm trying to make some of my coding videos more engaging, and where we're looking at really solving problems in a fun way, but also using real world data. Now I know I haven't had any code in this video, but that's going to come up in a map making series that we're going to have a look at later. And again, thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video and you like this type of content, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And now, it is time for phase 2. Testing the food delivery network.